Okay, so we'll continue today with chapter heat. So last class we have studied about temperature and thermometer. Till thermometer it was over. So we'll start from page number 36, measuring temperature. So as already I told you that temperature can be measured by using scales. There are two types of instrument used to measure temperature in our day-to-day life. First one is called clinical thermometer that we use when we are having fever. So we use that thermometer. Before it was used in the mouth, but nowadays it has been changed because doctor, if they are using same thermometer for different person, then germs can enter. So nowadays this thermometer are used. This thermometer we put it under the arms like this. Okay, we put it here, we hold it for 1 minute, and after that we get our temperature. Clinical thermometer is used by human. That means it is used to check the human temperature. And clinical thermometer is used to measure the temperature of other organism. Okay, let's see. Measuring temperature. Have you seen a thermometer? Recall that when you or someone else in your family had fever, the temperature was measured by a thermometer. So definitely I think you all, majority of you will be having thermometer in your house. Am I correct? So the thermometer that measure our body temperature is called clinical thermometer. So humans body temperature, the instrument used to measure the human body temperature is known as thermometer. And I don't know you know or not, normal human body temperature is 36.9, that is approximately equals to 37. Actually humans body temperature ranges from 35 to 37. Different person may have different temperature. Like suppose if you measure my temperature, you may have 36.8. If you measure your own, you may have some other temperature also. It is not necessary that everyone will have same temperature, but an average, like you have studied in maths how to find the average, that means mean. How to find the mean? Suppose we have calculated 10 person, 10 student or 10 people, we have calculated their body temperature, and after that we have calculated their mean. That means by adding all their temperature divided by 10, so approximately we'll be getting around 37. So we consider 37 as the normal human body temperature. Okay, hold the thermometer in your hand and examine it carefully. If you do not have a thermometer, request a friend to share it with you. So if you have not seen, you can ask your friend. If somebody is having, you can ask them just to see how it looks. A clinical thermometer looks like the one shown in figure 4.2. So on the top you can see there is a clinical thermometer. You can see that its range is given in 2 degree, that means 2 units, one is degree Celsius and other one is Fahrenheit. So you can see it starts from 35 to 42. So human body temperature remains between this range. That means the range of clinical thermometer is from 35 degrees Celsius to 42 degrees Celsius. Or if you want to say in Fahrenheit, then you can see that it is given 94 degree Fahrenheit to 108 degree Fahrenheit. So up to this much temperature. Okay. So these are the two scales used in thermometer. One is degree Celsius, another one is Fahrenheit. Remember that our human body temperature cannot be less than 35. It is never ever recorded anywhere that human body temperature, living human body temperature, is less than 35. It is always more than 35 and less than 42 when a person is alive. In future, if we get some cases, then that will be what should say unique case. Okay, but nobody till now have lower than 35 degree Celsius and above 42 degrees Celsius. If we have less than 35 degrees Celsius, definitely we will die. Or if we have more than 42 degrees Celsius, that means it is very high, we can't tolerate that one. So we will die in that case also. But in future, due to some changes, due to evolution, we may change our body temperature also. That means we may have our body temperature less than 42 or more, less than 35 and more than 42. We don't know now, but in future it may be. A clinical thermometer consists of a long, narrow, uniform glass. You can see in the diagram there is a glass. This is a glass, that means it is made up of glass, and inside that you see red color substance has been shown, and in front of that you can see a narrow portion is been given, that is called the bulb, bulb, bulb of the thermometer. Actually this bulb contain mercury, and remember that mercury is a metal which expand on heating. Heating, that means whenever there is a temperature, it start expanding, that means it will move. Okay, so when we keep it in our mouth or maybe under the arm or somewhere, then it's we keep it this bulb, we keep this bulb under our arm, it heated up, and slowly the temperature increases, and wherever it will show, after increasing up to certain extent it will stop. Then you can easily see that inside the glass there will be a small lining, that means one line will be there, that is called the mercury. Okay, and that is also known as capillary. So there it contains mercury and it will expand till the body temperature of a person, and after that it will stop. So maybe suppose 37 degrees Celsius, then it will stop. So when you will check it, you will see that it is 37 degrees Celsius. Next time if you want to use, then you have to jerk it this way, you have to jerk the thermometer this way. Then when you will jerk it, then the temperature, that means that mercury, the level of mercury will fall to the bottom, that means it will go to the bulb. Am I clear? Yes. This bulb contains mercury. Outside the bulb, a small shiny thread of mercury can be seen. So when this bulb is put under the arm, or if we put it in our mouth, then this mercury start expanding in a capillary. There will be a thin tube inside this mercury, inside this thermometer. If you do not see the mercury thread, rotate the thermometer a little, a bit till you see it. You will also find a scale on the thermometer. The scale we use in the in is the Celsius scale, indicated by degree Celsius, or a Fahrenheit, which is indicated by degree F. Okay. Now Bujo wondered which of the two scales shown in figure 4.2 he should measure. Paheli told him that India has adopted the Celsius scale. That means in India we generally use Celsius scale, but some places like USA, Canada, they use Fahrenheit. Okay. So India they use Celsius scale, and we should read that scale. The other scale with the range 94 to 108 degree is the Fahrenheit scale. It was in use earlier. That means many years back we were using this, but now it has been changed to degree Celsius. But still there are some country like USA, Canada, there are many more, they are using Fahrenheit degree. Okay, they use this scale. They have adapted this one, they don't want to change it. Like we Indian, we have adapted degree Celsius. So we are using it continuously. Other country, they were using Fahrenheit and they don't want to change. Like suppose you are having a pen which you like very much. Now if you get another pen also, you will not replace that pen. Am I correct? Okay. A clinical thermometer reads temperature from 35 degrees Celsius to 42 degrees Celsius. So a clinical thermometer have a range between 35 to 42 degrees Celsius. And human body temperature cannot be less than this or more than this. It will always be between 35 to 42 degrees Celsius. Reading a thermometer. Let us learn how to read a thermometer. First, note the temperature difference indicated. This one I have to show you. This one I have to show you. So whenever the school get reopened, that time kindly remind me about thermometer so that I can show you this. Okay, I can show you in the class. That will be much more easy way to understand. Okay, so this topic I am leaving. Okay, whenever school will reopen, then I will show you properly. Here it will be difficult to explain. Fine. Now here some precaution you have to know. Precaution to be observed while reading a clinical thermometer. Have you got this topic? Page number 37 top. It is given in a pink box. So what are the precaution we have to take when we are using a thermometer? So thermometer should be washed before and after use. We should wash it because who has used this thermometer before? Nobody knows. So germs, microorganism can be there and they may enter to our body if we put it in our mouth. So it's better to clean it slowly, properly, preferably with an antiseptic solution. So you should use an antiseptic solution like you can use Dettol, you can use Savlon or some other antibiotics are there, you can use that also, no issue. Ensure, second point, ensure that before use the mercury level is below 35. That means when you are using it, you should shake it this way so that mercury level will go down. Okay. Nowadays digital thermometer has come. You have to press a button, then it will start. You have to put it in your underarms or in your mouth, leave it some time, then again after few seconds it will produce one noise, tick 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 tick, something like that, and when you will check it you will get your body temperature. So it has been changed. Before it was scale system, now it has been changed to digital. Okay, so you have to Number third point, read the thermometer keeping the level of mercury along the line of sight. Line of sight means you have to see straight. Like this is the thermometer, you should not see like this. If you will see this way, you will be getting wrong reading. You should always see thermometer straight like this. You should see the reading this way, straight to your eyes, and then you have to notice the temperature. Okay. Number fourth point, handle the thermometer with care. If it is hit against some hard object, it can break. So this bulb can break. If you hit it somewhere, if you drop it, or if you are holding it hard, it will break. So we should take proper care while handling the thermometer. Next, don't hold the thermometer by the bulb while reading it. That means we should never touch the bulb. If you will touch the bulb, another reading will come. Suppose you have calculated the reading of some other person, you have put it in other's body, now you have taken out and then you are touching the bulb. If you touch, you will be getting some other reading. So you have to be very careful while touching. You should not, this is the bulb, let us suppose this is the bulb, so we should not touch this bulb, we should hold it like this. Okay. Okay. And I already told you that human body temperature is 37 degrees Celsius. Okay, okay. Now let's move to page number 38. Page number 38. Uh, they are telling you to do an activity that take the temperature of 10 of your friends and then record it and then find the mean. So when you will find the mean, you will be getting 37 degrees Celsius. So that's what they are saying, to record the data, that means body temperature, and then find the mean. So is the body temperature of every person 37 degrees Celsius? So no, they are not same, they are different. Some will have less, some will have little more, but when you will find the average, you will see that it is approximately 36.9. 36.9 means approximately 37. So the temperature of every person may not be 37 degrees Celsius. It could be slightly higher or slightly lower. Actually, what we call normal temperature is the average body temperature of a large number of healthy person. Like healthy person, we will take the healthy person. Sometimes we like fever, we feel like fever. That means fever is from inside. Actually, the symptoms of fever are what? When we touch the forehead, our body, or anywhere, we feel little warm. That means our body become hot. But sometimes fever is some different way. It is inner fever. You can't see that. You can't feel that by touching the body. So you have to take the healthy person. You have to take a majority of healthy person and then calculate their body temperature and then find the average. Definitely you will be getting approximately 37 degree Celsius. Okay. The clinical thermometer is designed to measure the temperature of human body only. By using clinical thermometer, we can find the temperature of human only. To measure the temperature of other objects, we have to use another thermometer which is known as laboratory thermometer, which you can see in your page number 39. Okay, that is the reason that this thermometer has the range 35 degrees Celsius to 42 degrees Celsius. Okay. Bujo got a naughty idea. He wanted to measure the temperature of hot milk using clinical thermometer. Paheli stopped him from doing this. So he wanted to measure the temperature of any hot object. So Paheli, she said, no, don't do that. Don't use clinical thermometer. Because if you will use clinical thermometer to measure other temperature, hot object temperature, then it may break, the bulb may break. So we have to be very careful, okay? We should not use a clinical thermometer to measure the other object. We can use only the human body temperature. if you if the mercury, suppose nowadays why is doctor they are telling you to put it under the arms, because this mercury is a poisonous substance. When we'll put it in our mouth, maybe some of the children, kids, they don't know, they will be thinking that it's a chocolate and they can bite it. When it will break, mercury will go to their mouth and that person may die also. So it is very dangerous. That's why nowadays doctors or your family members, they advise you to put mercury under the arm or somewhere else, okay, not in the mouth. Do not use a clinical thermometer for measuring the temperature of any object other than the human body. Also, avoid keeping the thermometer in the sun or near a flame. It may break. Okay, so we should not keep it in a hot sunny day. We should not keep the thermometer out, or we should not measure others object temperature by using a clinical thermometer. If we do that, then definitely, if it is too hot, then the bulb of the thermometer may break. Now laboratory thermometer. Let's study laboratory thermometer. How do we measure the temperature of other object? For this purpose, there are other thermometer. One such thermometer is known as the laboratory thermometer. The teacher will show you this thermometer. So whenever school will reopen, you can tell me, I can show you clinical thermometer. We don't have clinical thermometer. I can show you laboratory thermometer. So whenever school will reopen, you kindly inform me, I'll show you. Okay, I'll take you to the lab and then I'll show you. Look at it carefully and note the highest and the lowest temperature it can measure. So remember that the lowest temperature it can measure is minus 10 degrees Celsius. In clinical thermometer, it is from 35 degrees Celsius to 42 degrees Celsius. But in laboratory thermometer, it starts from minus 10 degrees Celsius and we can measure temperature up to 110 degrees Celsius. That means minus 9, minus 10, minus 9, minus 8, minus 7, minus 6, minus 5, minus 4, minus 3, minus 2, minus 1, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 100, 101, 102, 103, 104, like this, 110. Up to 110 we can measure, okay? So that means the range of laboratory thermometer is from minus 10 degrees Celsius to 110 degrees Celsius. Is it clear? Laboratory thermometer we use to find the temperature of other object. For example, if you want to find the temperature of hot coffee, hot tea, boiling water or any other thing, if you want to measure the temperature, you can use laboratory thermometer. Okay? If you are using clinical thermometer, then it will break. Okay? So the look at it carefully and note the highest and the lowest temperature it can measure. The range of the laboratory thermometer is generally from minus 10 degrees Celsius to 110 degrees Celsius. Also, as you did in the case of clinical thermometer, find out how much a small division on this thermometer reads. So you can, I will teach you this also, that means how to find the unit. So you can see on the right side, page number 38, right page, you can see thermometer has been given. This thermometer is from minus 10 degrees Celsius to 110 degrees Celsius. Can you see this? Okay. So let us now learn how this thermometer is used. So very simple. How to use this one? First thing, whenever you are trying to measure the temperature of any of the object, you should keep the thermometer upright. That means straight. We should put it this way. Okay, straight like this. We should not put it slanting. If you put this way, then it will be difficult. Okay, we should always put it in a straight line. Okay. Second thing, why we should put this way? Because the object what you are using, it can be hot or it can be cold. Okay, so it can touch the glass and sometimes it may break also. So we have to be very careful. Okay. Second thing, Second thing, when we are using a laboratory thermometer, this laboratory thermometer, the bulb of the laboratory thermometer should not touch the base of the container. Base means जिस ऑब्जेक्ट को आप इस्तेमाल कर रहे हो उसका नीचे का पोर्शन को, यानी नीचे का पोर्शन को टच नहीं करना चाहिए. इट हैज टू बी लिटिल अप. इज इट क्लियर? So these things we should remember. If you put it slanting, then you will be getting different reading. Okay, if I could be in your class, then I could have been shown you properly, but here online it is little difficult. Okay, so whenever our school will open, definitely I'll show you all these things. Okay, you can remember this one or you can write it somewhere that these things need to be explained, and then I will explain you in the class. Fine. Okay, so activity has been given here. So activity means, let's see, activity 4.4, take some tap water in a beaker or a mug. Dip the thermometer in water so that the bulb is immersed in water but does not touch the bottom or the side of the container. It should not touch the side or bottom of the container. It should be lifted up, okay, little bit. Hold the thermometer vertically, that means this way. In thermometer vertically. Observe the movement of the mercury in the thermometer. Wait till the mercury thread becomes steady. Steady means stop. When it will stop, you have to look carefully that the mercury level is increasing or not. When it will stop increasing, then you can find out the reading, what is the actual reading. Note the reading. This is the temperature of water at that time. Compare the temperature of water recorded by each student in the class. Are there any variation in the reading? Discuss the possible reason. Let us try to answer this question. So different students, they will be doing this activity, and definitely all the student will be having different temperature in their container, and that means in their reading. If the water is little hot, their temperature will be more. If the water is little cold, they will be having different temperature. But if you have taken water from same place without heating, if you'll observe, you will see that their temperature is same. That means all the students, they will be having same reading. Am I clear? Okay, next, in addition to the, you can see in the blue box, in addition to the precaution needed while reading a clinical thermometer, the laboratory thermometer, that means in addition to the precaution needed while reading a clinical thermometer, the laboratory thermometer, that means clinical thermometer already we have studied that what we need to do. Other than that, what else we should do in laboratory thermometer? So first one, the laboratory thermometer should be kept upright, not tilted, not this way. It should not be kept this way, okay, it should be kept like this. Second, bulb should be surrounded from all sides by the substance of which the temperature is to be measured, okay. So that means, suppose this is the liquid, so this should be submerged such a way that it should not touch the wall or it should not touch the bottom of the container. Fine. The bulb should not touch the surface of the container, already told you, okay. So today we will study till here, next day we will continue with this, okay. Fine. Okay then, God bless you, be safe and be healthy. Bye bye.